Our next speaker is Bilguun Dugarsuren, and his speech is titled Updating Our Brains. Let's welcome him onto the stage.
Few days ago, when I was at home, my mom called me to put out the trash and mop the floor. And as an active internet user, right after hanging up, I went back to reading 300 words of a single comment that a random guy on the internet wrote, explaining how important it is for him to scare off the pigeons on the street. Then a notification pops up with my friend's username on it, and it was a link to watch funny kitten video, and I tapped on it because the preview, or which we call it the thumbnail, was so irresistibly cute that I couldn't ignore it. Right after that cute and heartwarming video ended, the platform on which the video were posted recommended that I watch similar videos, and I went on watching not only such cute animal videos, but also totally random contents. And guess what happened next? My mom came home, and she went furious because I spent 2 entire hours without sparing at least a couple of minutes to put out the trash. And please raise your hand if you ever had similar experiences like I did. Thank you very much. I'm not here to talk about detoxifying from social media or any screen time issues. I'm here to talk about my tiny little observation that I've noticed from this event and how I felt like an actual mop cloth. But we will get into this later. First, let's take a look at this 1 centimeter cube. According to the data provided by Health IT, the total size of data stored throughout the internet is estimated to be around 120 zettabytes by 2023. We all heard of kilobytes and megabytes or gigabytes, and how big is this zettabyte number actually is? Well, if we consider the tiniest unit for measuring data, the bit, is equal to this 1 centimeter cube, then we would be able to see approximately 46 billion pyramids of Giza made solely out of data. Now here's the thing. There were around 5.19 billion internet users at the end of July 2023, as presented on Statista.com, and it is those users who can freely access to the pyramids. And yet, among those 5.19 billion people, I was the one who wasted 2 hours of my entire life while experiencing the least beneficial forms of data, which I first thought. I might have wasted my time. I might have sacrificed my attention span and eye health, but I gained something on the other hand. I noticed that my critical thinking somehow developed tremendously. I didn't read any books related to critical thinking. Practicing the ability at such intensive level was not a necessity, yet somehow I was instinctively searching for biases in my own thoughts. I was questioning all sorts of things. While there is this massive pile of data and billions of people that you can learn from, I spent months in front of my screen just to develop unhealthy habits while observing very little for my own benefit. If I can improve my skill to manage this digital civilization with my normal human life, do you guys think I can solve world hunger? Even if I can't, among those 5.19 billion people, at least few of them who develop such management skills would definitely increase the chance, right? I've seen numerous things on the internet. The fun games that I grew up playing were on the internet. Thousands of years of experiences are stored in digital libraries. There are artificial intelligence or AI tools that help me to calculate how many pyramids I can build. out of this data we're on the internet. Lots of negativity, pressure, and things to avoid are also on it. Advertisements that unconsciously manipulate our choices are on the internet, but also articles and video tutorials that explains the psychological tricks behind all of that. And steps to overcome such manipulations are within reach for us. In one way, the internet is like this. Just like picking up a mushroom to cook for dinner. Are we picking the edible and healthy ones, or the venomous and poisonous ones out of this thousands of millions of mushrooms growing in this forest? In order to achieve something, anything that is great, we must first have to learn about it. We have to be able to pick up that correct mushroom, and in order to do that, we must be able to distinguish it from the venomous ones. Or, by removing the analogy, it is crucial to acquire the skill that allows us to use the internet as the pivot to achieve real-life results. In other words, effectively filter out the necessities and leave the rest. It's a fact that the internet has become part of our lives. And it is time for us now to use that part of our lives to the fullest, to solve problems, to make change, or at least to wash our hands properly. Now, the reason why I felt like an actual mop cloth was because I thought I should be the one to mop off the dirt that is covering my potential to learn new things and preventing me from becoming the person who I want to be. All right, enough talking about what to do. Let's talk about how to do it. How do we update our brains? How do we do the mopping? After talking about big data, big change, and big problems, everything starts from us. Every little action we attempt to restrict our unconscious scrolling will lead to better social media usage. Every little practice we do with online productivity tools will boost our performance. Every time we refuse to get distracted by those notifications, it will maintain our attention span at higher level. Try to practice managing your social life like how you practice your favorite hobby. Train your YouTube algorithms. Train your Instagram algorithms. Try to access the data that you want to learn, not what the algorithm keeps wanting you to learn unconsciously. Just keep in mind that the tool to access to those 46 billion pyramids of Giza are in our pockets. Every spark of interest, every desire to learn something new could be fueled and fulfilled and mop the dirt off if we reach out to our pockets, grab our phone, and just search for it. Easy as that. Thank you, everyone.